There we go. WNBA top 10. Right. I'm gonna pull this list up. I don't have a graphic of it, so I had to read it from my phone. Did you see the list, Dom?
Is this top 10 currently or top 10 all time?
I did.
This is top 10 currently.
Okay.
Yeah, they did a so ESPN, not Bleacher Report. ESPN did a top 25 currently. Right now, mind you, the reigning Finals MVP that played for the Liberty. What's her name? Is it Jonquel Jones?
Yeah,
she's hurt. She's hurt.
Right.
She didn't make this list, but she's a hooper, right? So I'm going to go from the top 10. Sheesh. I'm going to go from the top 10 all the way up, and I want to see what y'all think. Do I have the right list?
I have it. If
you go through it, because I had the wrong list.
Okay, so number 1 is Nafisa Collier.
Oh, see, you went the other way. I thought. Hold on, see, I wanted you to say that I wanted you to go from 10 up, so we can say for the dramatic. But since we're already there,
I'm so sorry.
What?
So let's pretend we didn't hear that, guys. So it's Nneka Ogwumike. Nneka Ogwumike is number 10.
Okay.
I don't think that's so notable, or I don't think there's anything to flinch at with that, right? I think she's playing phenomenal basketball in the Seattle Storm. I watched them in person for against the Valkyries. Very good game. And then squeaking in at number 9 is none other than the legendary GOAT, Caitlin Clark. None other known
as GOAT. That's my baby. That's my baby
Zero.
GOAT.
So we have Zero checking in at number 9.
Any objections with her being at number 9?
I have an objection.
Okay.
So my objection is that Skylar Diggins is playing better basketball than her this season. Kelsey Plum is playing much better basketball than her this season all around. And both of those 2 players are outside of the top 10.
Good point.
Jackie Young is better than her by a wide margin. Kelsey Mitchell, her own teammate, is better than her by a wide margin. Ryan Howard is better than her she has a few teammates that are better than her. Aaliyah Boston, not to mention. I mean, I'd even take Kayla McBride, who's checking in at 17. I mean,
Dominique. Come on, Dominique. You're doing too much now. I would not go that far.
Okay, but Gabby Williams is ranked number 20. I'm taking Gabby Williams over Caitlin Clark. Every day and twice on Sunday, and I'm taking. I'm sorry,
so where would you put Caitlin?
I'm even taking Kayla Thornton over Caitlin. I have Caitlin outside of the top 25. Courtney Williams is better than her. I could find another player to replace, the girl that you're saying shouldn't be, ahead of her that I said. But
let me say this, Dom, before we keep going. You got to give ESPN a little bit of credit for having the balls to drop her, because they did a top 25 preseason before the season started.
Number 4. She was ranked
number 4. Right. So they dropped her to 9 based on how she was playing. So they at least did that.
Right.
I give them credit for that.
They deserve credit, because it is the La Media, at the end of the day. So, they have her back. So they're doing her a favor by ranking her. I'm curious to see some other lists, because you have some media members, even like an Outkick and stuff like that, like her, where, they love her, they have turned on her.
Yeah.
Some of her people have turned on her.
She is having a shit shooting season.
She is having an awful. I think she was 1 for 33 in away games from 3. From behind the arc.
She's shooting 28% from the 3 this season.
And every time she has a bad game, it's a groin injury, and then she's out for another 5 games.
And she's only shooting 33 from the field.
Yeah.
That is.
I think I would put. So I agree with you, Dom. I think just from the guards, I'm not even gonna go to the bigs. Just from the guards, I probably would put Kelsey Mitchell. I would not put Jackie Young above her. Not this season. Last season I would have. Paige Beckers, Kelsey Plum, and Skylar Diggins. I would put those 4 guards ahead of her. So my list probably would have Caitlin at around 14 right now.
Yeah, I got her outside of. I mean, I can pick.
But
So
I wouldn't put Caitlin McBride.
I got Caitlin McBride over her. She doesn't turn the ball over like Caitlin Clark does. When it comes to being a guard on the floor, she shoots better than
nobody
she shoots.
does.
I'm just saying she shoots way better than Caitlin Clark, in my opinion, too. Look at her 3-point percentages; they're better than Caitlin Clark's. You look at her, her ability to knock down shots in big moments for her team. She's able to do that. I'm picking her over Caitlin Clark. I think she's a better defender and a better offensive player than Caitlin Clark. Currently, right now, what Caitlin Clark is showing us this season is not good. And so I think she got bigger and stronger over the offseason, and she got slower. And, I don't think she's carrying that weight as well as, they would have liked to see her.
All right, what else we got?
That was number 9. Who's at number 8?
Oh, sorry. Okay, so number 9, Caitlin Clark. Then we have number 8, Aaliyah Boston, her teammate. Number 7, we have Satu Sabali.
She's so good.
I like her a lot, and I'm really
so fine. She good
Alicia,
and fine. That girl do everything.
Alicia Gray from the Atlanta Dream. I think she won the 3-point contest last season. Sabrina Ionescu, checking in at number 5.
Not mad at that.
New York Liberty. Her teammate, Brianna Stewart, checking in at number 4.
Not mad at that either.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at her being above Sabrina Ionescu. I just don't know that she's number 4. Alyssa Thomas, number 3. I take issue with that.
That's pretty high. I mean, she got stats. That's high.
She's a triple double. She's a Westbrook to me type player.
Yeah, that's high.
That's just my, Asia Wilson. They have her checking in at number 2. And then the grand finale, they have Nafisa Collier at number 1.
Cap.
I don't know, Chris.
Cap.
I don't know. Dude, she's averaging 26. You got to look at the slow start that Asia got in this year. We're talking about just this year.
Okay.
Right. Very slow start. The Vegas Aces aren't winning games consistently enough. They miss Kelsey Plum. Jackie Young hasn't figured it out with them. They got Jackie Young and Jewel Lloyd, and they can't figure out how to win. Right. So that's the reason why she dropped. And Nafisa is playing so good, dog. So good, dog. 26 points while also being the best defender in the league.
Well, I just want to comment on what you said, Mel, because, having Jackie Young and having Jewel Lloyd, I think that Vegas, they lost. So, Kelsey Plum requested a trade to LA, so they gave it to her. I don't think that I don't think they were looking to actually trade her. So she's, to me, better currently than Jewel Lloyd. She proved that, on their Olympics team, she played way better. Jewel Lloyd was unplayable. She's not a good defender at all. So to me, she does not belong on the Aces. She needs to go somewhere else, to like a Dallas Wings, to play alongside Enrique, another person who can't defend. So like, she does not belong on the Aces. They will be knocked out in the first round with Lloyd on.
Name you just said, Enrique, boy. Hey, the difference a year makes. She can't figure out how to play alongside Paige. Like, this girl did you see what she did in the All-Star game? Like, this girl can score. But she's a shot chucker.
But correct. She is a gunner. Enrique Ogumbawale is a gunner to me. She's not a winner. And, I don't see her winning a title with Paige. They're going to have to trade her. They're going to have to break those two up. Also, she's not a good defender. She's not fast enough on her feet. She needs to lose weight and, get into much better shape, much better playing shape, shape.
But you see what happens when you have a shot chucker. When you have a shot chucker, it looks really good when your team is bad. When you get better players around you, and it's not necessary for you to chuck up shots, you have to actually start playing real basketball, and you get exposed. And that's why
what's happening.
That's why, right? And that's why Stephanie, the fans of the Fever, want Stephanie White out of there, because she's trying to coach that shot checking out of Caitlin.
she's trying to coach it out of her because she knows what winning basketball in the WNBA is, and these girls are not going to they're not going to lay down and get out of the way for Caitlin Clark because there's no money in it for them. The money has to go to everybody in order for them to let Caitlin Clark cook. That's not going to happen until everybody starts eating, or until the media starts, actually respecting these women a little bit more. But, to the point that you made, you talked about, Vegas, and how, like, I think that A'ja Wilson is the best player in the WNBA, period. I do still think she has that, but I think this list is accurate, and Nafisa Collier is playing a better brand of basketball this season. Her team is performing better. Right. She's having the better season, and it's not just about stats. She's having the better. She is, commanding much better performance out of her team. They are all lock in step. They're going to the finals.
Oh, and
they might win it.
I'll allow that.
Well, they will. They will win the finals this season so I'm pegging the Minnesota Lynx are going to win the finals this season. Aces are going to get knocked out in the first round, and I do believe that Minnesota is going to face off against the Fever in the finals this year. And I think that the refs are going to help. I think the refs are going to help the Fever at minimum make a very deep run. So if they don't make the finals, they're going to go to the second round this year. They're not going to get knocked out.
So my gripe, it's a little biased with A'ja Wilson, but I heard y'all arguments and
I know you love her. I do too, Chris.
I'll concede. A'ja, that's my current goat right now. But I'll concede the argument. Y'all made a good point.
I think she's the best player, best player in the world, as far as a woman is concerned. And she proved it during the Olympics. We saw that. And if Collier does not compare to A'ja Wilson, we saw that in the Olympics.
For sure. But since this list is just based off of the seasons that these players are currently having, I'll concede. But on that same token, where's Paige?
They had Paige at number 12.
Oh, she's on the list. Yeah, they just they took her. This is like a LaMedia type special.
Is she not having a better season than Caitlin Clark?
Way better season. Way better. I mean,
and when you think about it, the Fever got 3 All-Stars. Kelsey Milcher is an All-Star. Boston is an All-Star. Boston is ranked higher than Caitlin Clark on this list. Kelsey Milcher should be, right? So you got 3 players that are All-Stars on one team, and then they had DeWanna Bonner coming off the bench. DeWanna Bonner just got released and picked up by Phoenix and came in the game off the bench and went 6 for 7, 3 for 4 behind the arc, 20 points off the bench in like 15 minutes. And she's a top 3 scorer of all time. Like, this girl is the female Kevin Durant. They had that on the bench. And Natasha Howard, who plays at the All-Star level, but she can't get the ball enough. Like, that team was stacked this summer. That team was stacked for them to make a playoff run, and they can't get out their own way because they want to play Clark ball.
But the thing is, though, Mel, even with that, last season, they didn't have all these pieces, right? And Clark was allowed to play 40 minutes a game and take all the shots, but she was allowed to take all the shots she wanted to. So I just want to know, what's the narrative this season? So she has the help this season. She has players that can catch her passes. Actually, she's just throwing bad passes. Can we talk about that?
They said she hurt. Everything is because they hurt. She hurt.
I mean, but so then just stay out. Maybe she does, because they're comparing her. So Colin Cowherd has recently compared her to Michael Jordan, saying that Michael Jordan came into the league. He was really good that first season. He had an amazing, earth-shattering first season, and then the second season, he was out injured, and I think that was when he broke his foot, right, Mel? And I just think the clear difference is that Caitlin Clark was never playing at the level that she was hyped up to play at. She was not playing at a Michael Jordan or a LeBron James or even Kevin Garnett level. She was not coming out of college playing at the level that people were hyping her up to be.
She played at a Jimmer Fredette level.
Now, I do have a question.
A Jeremy Lin.
So the list was a top 25 list, right? But we were only covering the top 10. There's a top 25. So where did Angel fall?
Angel 17. Fell yeah.
Y'all feel like that was deserving? Should have been higher? Should have been lower? With the season,
I think she could have been higher based on how she's been playing as of late, but she got out the gate slow too.
A little slow too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think she could have been higher too. But what I will say is that, like, the WNBA is a big man's league, and so when I take a look at the other big men that are on, this list, I don't see how Angel Reese compares to them offensively or defensively. So she might have really good stat line, but she's not, to me, she's not near the skill set of Aaliyah Boston or, Asia Wilson or Nafisa Collier.
Yeah, but you're going to get only a handful of big men, the ones you named, Boston, Asia, Nafisa, right? Then after that, okay, Stewie, right? That's 4. I can go with Sabali. Now I'm just talking about offensively, and then maybe Aneka. So that's what is that, 5 or 6 players?
That's not maybe though. That's for sure. Nneka Ogwumike.
That's for sure.
Yeah, she's
for sure.
She's top 10. I think those players are
correct.
better than Angel Reese currently this season. The way that they're
right.
playing.
So you got a handful of big men or big women, maybe 5 or 6 players offensively better than Angel Reese. Now I agree with you there. I disagree that they're defensively better than Angel Reese. I don't think nobody other than Fee and Asia and maybe Aneku, that's 3, that's better than her defensively.
Nneka Ogwumike. I'm just saying that with what you just said, I don't think that catapults her into the top 10. Maybe she could be at 15. Maybe she's moving up 2-3 spots, but I'm not putting her into the top 10 because of what she's been able to accomplish.
No, not top 10. No, she's definitely not top 10 at all.
Because that's her list. That's her list. I can't give her higher than 13. And even that for me.
I'm with you on that. 12 to 17 is fine.
When you're mixing, guards, into this list, you know what I'm saying? I think I think she's a top 10 big. I don't think she's a top 10 player.
Fair.
No, I don't think she's a top 10 player either. But she could have been higher. But I don't think, like you said,
probably
I don't
12
think.
12 or 13. 12
to 13
12 to 14
would be the highest she could go.
Because I could put her, I think what you said is tracking, Mel. To me, she tracks right outside of the top 5 big girls in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Power forward centers.
And she's getting better.
She's flirting with top 5 in that category.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this.
Says it, I'm fine with it. I'm not arguing it, but I think we could put her outside.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this because it's only right. And me and Mel had a conversation about this a while back. And I had said that at the beginning of the season, when Angel will slow out the blocks.
Look at how Chris is smiling.
I was like, there might need to be a conversation now. And Mel was like, conversation about what? And I was just like, the Angel Reese conversation. And sat back, we chilled on the topic for a little bit. He told me, just wait a minute. And she has grown into her game, and she has gotten better. And so, I rescind my previous statements.
She's somebody for me, though, that she starts off rocky the season, especially offensively, missing layups and doing, that kind of thing. And then she gets better. She finds her groove. But like what I'm looking towards already for Angel Reese is her 3rd season. I'm looking to see, okay, is she going to have that same kind of thing? Is she going to slide back into the, into that bad footwork behavior or, just either purposefully or just missing a myriad of layups constantly and they're calling her me bounds, So I want to see that improve next season. So I'm giving Angel Reese all the credit, all the flowers for improving in her game mid-season, and just she's a dog. And I think that's what we love about her when we watch her, and she says it and she's aggressive and she's just got a lot of flair and charisma. And I really enjoy watching her.
Yeah, I think that'd be my only gripe is that start training a little bit earlier if that's what it takes for you to get into that mode. So that way you can come into the season already kind of clicking.
What I will say is she was injured. Remember, she was injured at the end of last season. So she was injured throughout the off season and probably maybe that contributed to why she had a slower start. I don't know.
So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt for that. And then we'll take the progress that she's made. Yeah, we'll take
so all the missing the layups, maybe, I don't want to say that she wasn't working on her game. She has to.
Yeah,
she's
so
working with Lisa Leslie.
Yeah,
she played in the Unrivaled League and she re-injured the wrist right before the season.
Right. Exactly.
So I'll take that progress from this season and if she can carry it, start the next season strong, no injuries and everything, and she can, build on this, then we'll be, we'll see this gravy train really start rolling. So that's what I'm looking forward
I don't
to.
think they're making a run. I don't think the Chicago.
No, not a run, but like her personal game, her individual game. You know what I'm saying?
I want them to suck one more year so they can get Juju.
They probably will. They
need to suck one more year. I want to see Juju team up with a bit.
Well,
for real.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.